What's going on, everybody? Live Farm 73 here. I guess y'all all know why I'm hitting y'all up right now. Let me make sure I did this right because I am streaming from my computer. Let me see. It's crazy. Let me see. Thank you, my own beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. That means I got some kind of confirmation. Let's get it on. Let me see. Katie Connor, Mr. Will Be Blessed, K Mac, Wells 803, Flew Away. How y'all doing? Sonia, Ivory, how you doing? Let me see. Talisha, Lulu, how you doing? Jane, Kenyatta, Grow Something, how you doing? Eddie, I can't see that one. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. K Natural, Tam Tam, it's me. How you doing? Dee Dee, J Brown, how y'all doing? Guava. Good evening, everybody. I'm gonna get right into it because it ain't much to say. Look at that. My beard is going crazy. It ain't much to say. Everybody in the room right now, come on in. Let me see. Nope. No service. No service. Hey, y'all. What did I just say less than 48 hours ago? What did I just say less than 48 hours ago when we had a live stream? Did not I tell y'all? Communications did not tell you. If you are a Verizon carrier, you probably ain't even watching this unless you're looking at it on your computer or you're at home getting it through your Wi-Fi system, your internet service. What did I just say? Didn't I say? Let me just say something real quick. What was that? 2 years ago, I was sitting in a Kroger parking lot. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. And I stayed out there for about 2 or 3 hours. And I told y'all all of this stuff politically was going to happen. And everybody called me crazy. Everybody thought I had some kind of syndrome. Everybody thought I was just being unfair. Everybody kept saying both sides are crooked. Everybody kept saying whatever. And I kept telling them. I kept saying, y'all, go back and watch the video. I kept saying, listen, this ain't normal. I said, listen, I got this feeling where I can't sleep. I got a feeling that had me up in the middle of the night in a doggone empty parking lot in Kroger's. Y'all, do y'all remember that 2 years ago? And I stayed up and talked to y'all for hours. Absolutely everything I said in that video came to fruition and worse. Pepper says, you and your wife's Verizon service has been good so far. Have you left the house? Pepper Black, have you left the house? You need to look again, because if your phone or your iPad says SOS or your Apple Watch or whatever you got, if it has that SOS, I just know from having an iPhone, it's saying SOS. So as soon as I left the house, say, what happened with the Verizon? Mine is working fine. Everybody look at your phone and see at the top if it say SOS. There has been something going on, and they says so far they can't confirm a cyber attack. So everybody to keep saying that their Verizon is fine, your phone or your smart device, if you're in the house, is running off of your internet service. That's right. SOS all day. That's right. So everybody to keep thinking, right, the data was working, but now I couldn't make calls today. Absolutely. So your FaceTime works. Listen, everybody, your FaceTime works because that's using your internet service, right? That's not using your data. If you FaceTiming somebody, it works. because again, it's using your internet service. But if you try to make a call, any kind of call, even an emergency call, it won't go through. Did not just get through telling y'all this the day before yesterday? Did not just say it. I'm telling you. I said it's not going to stop being dumb stuff happening. And we need to get ourselves together. Now, after that live stream, you know, I knew I had to come back home because I got stuff to do here, right? But for the most part, I'm sitting here, man. I just got back home, right? Now, I mean, I went out to go grab something. I'm trying to call my wife to figure out what did she tell me because I ain't writing no note or nothing. Phone is out. So I'm in the store just trying to remember what she told me to go pick up. And now I'm in the store trying to use my phone to look up prices because I hate asking these kids in these stores about prices, right? So I do it myself. Phone dead. I go in other part of the store, phone dead. And I keep seeing this SOS. I reset. I made sure the airplane mode is off, reset that. Then I cut my phone all the way off, reset that, cut my phone on and off 2 or 3 different times. Nothing. SOS, phone ain't working. So what do? I'm not going to tell y'all what I got. I have a way to communicate with, let me see. Jazzy Joy says, just because some phones work, there's over 1 million people without service, not to be determined if it's a cyber attack. Thank you for that. I wish I would have did a StreamYard so I could bring y'all up. Let me see. Strawberry said, I kept turning my phone several times too. It won't work. It's done. Listen, something is wrong. Let me see. Strawberry said, I also turned SOS off and things still said on. Let me see. Say cut my phone off 3 times today because calls weren't coming in. I see there, and Miss Nelson said this is crazy. I told you. I told y'all. And you know something? It's confirmation because I promise you this. I was like, Lord, I know why people ain't watching my channel. Because I'm not always talking about planting no doggone carrots and no onions and no tomatoes. That's because life has took a turn for the worse, where I can't just be focused on talking about growing no freaking tomatoes. We need to be talking about what's really going on. Don't get me wrong, gardening is everything because without food, we're done for, okay? But I promise you, everybody, I was like, well, you know, that's the end of my channel because don't nobody want to talk about reality. Everybody just want to keep talking about phony, fake nonsense and repetitive nonsense. I can't do it. I have no problem talking about gardening. I love gardening. But along with the gardening, listen, if you have food and you have gardens growing and you don't have a way to protect it, what are you doing? What are you doing if you got a garden and you ain't got no way to protect it? So I'm going to talk about how we're going to protect our garden. What if you have land, and let's talk about land ownership, but you ain't got no way to protect it? What are we doing? How you doing, Growing with Hudson? You know what? I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not going to get into that at all. Because that's going to lead us down a rabbit hole with no end to it. It says no opening. Let me see. Rush says, my brother and his family resides in upstate. They have Verizon as well. They haven't had service all day. This time we need landlines. Let me tell you something, y'all. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I still have a landline. I have it for my business and my family. So if this kind of stuff happened, because this ain't the only time this done happened. This is not the only time this happened. This done happened multiple times over the last few years. Am I lying? Since 2020, the cell phones, our cell phone service have been out. Man, I can't even count. Said landlines are so hard to get nowadays. Hey, look, I've been had mine, never let my landline go. But I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. I told y'all the other day something was wrong, something is off, something feel funny. I'm not a scientist, I'm not an engineer. I can't explain it, but I'm telling you right now, in my soul, in my spirit, I'm like, y'all better get ready. You better have your food stocked up. You better have your water stocked up. You better have you a little bit of solar power. I'm telling you, and right now, I know I sound like I'm wagging my finger. I'm the old man saying, stay off my lawn. Be it as it may. If you ain't listening, you're suffering. You know something? Let me show y'all something else. What's funny? Was very, very funny. In my live stream I did 2 days ago, when we was talking about this right here, communications and ham radios and CB radio stuff, what I say? You better sit down with your family and have a plan. I said, do it tonight. I said, sit around your dinner table tonight with your family, and y'all better start coming up with a plan on what y'all gonna do if the lights go out. If you can't communicate with each other like you used to, and kids being born anywhere from 2016 to today, they don't know anything besides cell phone. They don't know it's pay phones. They don't never seen a pay phone. They've never seen a landline phone. The kids today, if they iPhone watch ain't working, they phone or they iPad, they're lost. They're lost. How can you help your child and how can you help the rest of your family when y'all ain't got no plan and everybody is depending on the same technology that they're building to tear us apart? We got one whole, we have put all of our eggs into one basket, and all of it, listen to me close. All of what we do now, we depend 100% on them to feed us. Nobody want to grow no damn garden. We depend on 100% for them to protect us. Ain't nobody got no firearms. We waiting on the police. Ain't nobody got no way to communicate because we trust Verizon and AT&T in them. But if you go and look at who owns Verizon, who owns AT&T, who owns T-Mobile, all of the same people own that stuff that just donated to this man's campaign and donated to him tearing down part of the White House and building up a damn ballroom. But we put our whole trust in those people to keep us together. Man, I'm telling you, I told you, I did that short video. I did a short video yesterday, I think it was. I woke up and I felt, man, I felt the energy from my father. That's why I was kind of rough around the edges. I could just hear my father saying, F them all. My daddy wasn't no joke, man. And I'm telling you, I'm so glad I listened to him. I used to think my dad was crazy, man. I used to think, me and my brother had this conversation all the time. I used to think my pops was nuts because my dad was about this survival game. My dad was he was in the Air Force, military man. Everything he did and everything he taught us to do was straightforward military. We was raised in a military home like I was in the military. When everybody wanted me to go to the military when I graduated from high school, I said I've already done my time. I have served my country just by living in my house. If you are from a military family, you totally understand what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about somebody just was in for the money and out. My daddy was that dude. He lived and breathed military life. And I pray to God, thank you for giving me those parents to keep my mind. Thank you for making him make me listen. Thank you for making my father force me to listen to him. Because he was 100% right. Every single word he said, he was right. Thank you for giving me the mother that you gave me and letting her be rough, be stern on us. Not rough, but stern. She was gentle and she was loving and she was caring, but she didn't play, man. She was beautiful, but she don't play. Thank you. Because today, that same stuff that has been instilled in me my entire life in today's world make me look like I'm a stark raving lunatic. Today, God, thank you for my blessed parents. Thanks for the good whoopings. Thanks for the punishments. Thanks for the long speeches. Thank you, Father. Them times I just want to run away from home. Thank you for having them put that on me like that. Because right now, it make me look like I'm stark raving crazy living in the world of today where nobody cares about anything except the way they feel. Back to the subject. I had to give thanks and I had to give praise to the Father for blessing me with the parents that he blessed me with. That's all I can say. That's all I had to throw that out there. Let me tell y'all something. I told you. You know what I did? Soon as I got home, I got them right here. I'll show you if you want me. I start filling up water jugs. I went in the garage and start filling up water jugs. These is water jugs that I only use. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Show y'all something. These is water jugs that I just use when I go camping. You know, just regular old water jugs that got the little spout to go on it. Can you do me a favor, Young, and stop speaking in caps for me, pretty please? Please. I'm gonna take that down. Please stop speaking in caps, okay? And please don't suggest nobody else's channel, pretty please. Because I don't know them people, okay? Just please do me a favor. Let me tell you something, y'all. I don't care what you got to go put money in. I mean, put water in. Go put water in some containers. Okay? Please. Go fill up as much water as you can in as many containers as you can. If you got some Kool-Aid in the refrigerator and some milk that got about 3 days left on it, go pour that out. Go pour that out and put water in that. Clean that milk jug out and go put water in it. I'm not playing. You can't survive off of milk. You need water. When the lights come back on and the services come back on, go get you another jug of milk. So if somebody, okay, you said Xfinity is linked with Verizon network. Okay, that's something else. Verizon, everybody keep thinking that all of these companies are just, you think that company with the mouse and all the fun parks, you think all he do is make cartoons. The mouse people own everything. Do you hear me? So everything is in a network. You think Verizon just owns phones? Remember Virgin Mobile? Where did that dude go? He's still here. You dig when he owns everything. The Virgin Mobile dude, remember him? He still owns everything. Yeah, don't say that word. That's why I said the mouse people. That's why I said the mouse people. I don't want to get knocked for them weirdos. But do you understand what I'm saying? You know the people that make the chocolate, the delicious chocolate that everybody loves to eat, that makes the kisses? Man, they own everything. You know the people that make the hot cocoa? They own everything. So when one thing is busted, is more stuff than what you see is down. Verizon is down, is more than Verizon. You better believe what I'm telling you. It's okay. I'm just trying to keep it low key. Okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna tell you all this right now. I'm gonna tell you all this right now. If you don't have a way of communicate, let's do this all over again. I don't got my list with me today. If you don't have a way of communication right now, and right now, anything other than a cell phone, I don't care if you got 2 cans with a string in between. You need to be getting your family together and go get some pieces of chalk and write on the trees. I don't care what you got to do. But if y'all gonna keep on depending on this system to get you right, you're doomed, man. You're doomed. I'm telling you. You want to know something else too? Oh, I'm already stacked. You want to know something else too, y'all? Go get your hammer. Go get your hammer. Now, usually I got my hammer in my house coat, right? I don't take a dump without my hammer, son. I keep them Glockwallers on me. I'm telling you, they stay on a leash. I don't care if I'm taking a dump. I don't care where I am, man. I'm walking around my house, man. I might be taking a shower. I got that Glockwaller sitting right there next to me. Y'all think that, look, God is my witness. God as my witness. Little Led was out at the land around Thanksgiving time. And let me tell you something what my son told me. I don't know what I was doing, but he said, "Dang, Dad, you never lacking." I said, "Why you say that?" He said, you got them in your bathroom, you got them on your bed, you got them in the couch, you got them in the sink, you got them next to the fork. Do you think I'm lying? You got them next to the forks and the knives? I said, "Son, let me tell you something." He was laughing, but I was serious. And this is why I do that. Because it ain't necessarily for people. See, he thought I was just protecting myself in every corner and every square inch of my cabin for people. That ain't it. I said, I don't know if you've ever seen somebody get attacked by a bear. Once a bear come in, you don't got time to run around, scrambling around, looking for your ammo, looking for the right thing that you gonna protect yourself with. It better be there. It better be ready to pop off, and it better be strong enough to do it. So if you somewhere, I done seen enough scary movies to know, man, if you sitting over here and you taking a dump, you think a bear is gonna wait for you to wipe your behind before it rip your rib cage out? Nah, son. No, if I'm sitting there and I'm making some chocolate jello pudding, sitting on out bent, and something pop off, I reach, patow. But we should all be going through life. I know what a lot of y'all gonna say. "Dang, Led, you sound a little paranoid." Dang, Led, you sound real paranoid, man. Let me tell y'all something. If any other time in the world you can be paranoid, is now. And you can, listen, this is the time that your ass can be paranoid and get away with it. Come on, tell me I'm lying when I ain't. This is the time right now. If somebody tell you, "Man, why you got all this food? Why you got all this water? Why you got all these doggone this firepower, man? Why? That's crazy, man. Why you got all this?" You paranoid. Good. Good. Call me what you want to, but you won't call me slacking and lacking. Call me whatever you want. Now, get this. Somebody said ads during the live. See, I don't know. I'm on my computer. I'm not on my, here go my phone. My phone is useless. The ads is really crazy tonight, probably because I'm talking about this. So here's the deal. How many people, you ain't got to say it if you don't want to. How many people led you love ads muting you? I don't got no control over that. Everybody that's watching the ads, I don't have control over that. So why you think it's me? Out of all the crazy stuff going on right now, you think that I got ads going on the live stream? Cut it out. It's muting me for a reason. I'm not doing that. I'm here with you. Right, there you go. If you don't want ads, you bet it's easier to have YouTube Premium. I got YouTube Premium. Whatever they're doing right now, I don't have control over that. Okay? So what's your name, Cheryl? You say calm down. Cheryl, you can just leave, sweetheart. Because if you're calm right now, if you're calm, Cheryl, just leave, okay? Because if you're calm right now with everything going on, you shouldn't be here anyway, okay? So there you go. I just gave you an out. All right? So, yo, if you need communication, everybody was talking about CB radios. How many people have a CB radio? How many people have a CB radio in their car or in their house? Anybody have CB radios in your car or in your house? The reason I'm asking, because listen, they are so cheap. Go to a doggone truck stop, go to Walmart, go to any store and just buy you a decent CB radio and an antenna. The whole package with a CB and go to Amazon. I don't care where you go. A CB radio and an antenna, just say $150 for a cheap one, but it worked. It get the job done. Okay. And then you just upgrade your antenna, buy a bigger antenna. Once you don't gotta have, you don't drive trucks. You don't gotta have no monster antenna on top of your house, but you can hear what's going on from a distance. I'm gonna give you another one. You have two-way ham radios. They look like this, okay? You got two-way ham radios. If you have a ham radios license, you can be using that right now. But they do have the Bofang two-way ham radios where you don't have to be using the ham radio part. Because believe it or not, with my phone is useless right now. Me and my wife are communicating through the Bofang two-way setup. All right. I don't know if she got home yet, but she had to leave. And that's how we're communicating because our phones don't work. We also have the cellular, a cellular satellite phone. I have a cellular satellite phone connection. And that's how I was able to get in touch with my son. My son is off in college, and I need to make sure he's okay and tell him the game plan. There's too many ways that if you don't talk about this with your family, you won't know. Your family won't have a clue. And imagine your kid. I'm going to give y'all, because some of y'all wasn't here the other day. I'm going to give you this scenario, okay, real quick. You are at work. I want to put this on your mind, so stop and think about this. You are at work. Your wife or your husband is at work. Your baby girl is at daycare, and your big boy just caught the school bus and went to school. Y'all in 4 different locations in your city. Listen close. The lights go out. What are you going to do? Have you discussed this with your family? Remember what I just said. You at work, your wife or husband is at work, your baby girl is at daycare, and your son just caught the school bus and went to school. All y'all is in 4 different locations. What's your game plan if the lights go out or communication go out? What is your plan? A lot of y'all, I'm going to ask you this question like I did the other day. How scary was that scenario I just told you? How scary is that scenario? Have you even thought of that scenario? You at work and something happens. You at work and your wife or husband is at work and something happened. You at work, your husband or wife at work, your baby girl is in daycare and something happened. Your baby girl in daycare, you and your wife at work, and your son is at school. School buses can't run. With a cyber attack, school buses ain't about to take no kids nowhere. The schools are going to have a lockdown. If there is some sort of cyber attack like right now until they figure out what's going on, imagine this. That school ain't letting kids leave because now the buses can't communicate with the school. So now your kid is on lockdown at their school. What's your plan? How are you going to communicate with your child if the cell phone ain't working? I'm telling you, I know I sound crazy, but I do this stuff for a reason. Everybody keeps thinking, oh, Led keep on doing advertisements on equipment too much. I do that for a reason. I do that for a reason. You mean to tell me that I can test equipment that'll save my life and you don't think I'm going to do it? And y'all don't think none of this is going to mess with your energy? Y'all think your light's going to stay on with stuff like this happening? Think about this. Let me run something across your mind real quick. I said every single week when they got some good hard-hitting news on that man, something crazy happens to make us look the other way. Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. The man sat there and gave a middle finger to a auto dealer, automotive worker. That's big news, man. The president of the United States just gave a middle finger to somebody. Listen, whether it was right or wrong, it was out of place. I'm going to say that. I'm going to keep it 100. There is no job that's going to let you get away with that. So what he said was right. The timing was horrible. I'm going to say that. Okay? The timing was terrible. What he said was right. Bad timing. But I think this may be the first time ever in all our history that the president of the United States gave the finger to anybody in public. So my point is this. What else will they do to deflect the attention off of the craziness? You think phones getting shut down and internet getting shut down, you think that that's just some everyday stuff? They'll do anything to take the spotlight off of them, man. Anything. So I just came. I wanted to tell y'all real quick. Number one, I don't think I can show these, but number one, I want to say thank you to everybody. Okay, I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat, and I want to say thank you to everybody that was in my last live stream, because everybody said all of y'all kept saying, Led, everything that you saying is in them books. It was called 1 second after. And then there's one to say what is it? 1 year after, 1 week after, 10 years after. Everybody kept saying, I got all the books. How many people got them books that told me to go get 1 second after by William what's his name? Fortune. How many people told me to go get them books? And you know, I listened to y'all because I'm like, everybody keeps saying I'm saying the same stuff that's in these books. I need to go get these books. I ordered them that day after that live stream. I got it. And y'all need to go get it too. I'm gonna go put the trilogy. I got the trilogy. I'm gonna put it in the description box so you can just click on the link. Okay. I got that because y'all told me to go get it. Said, Led, you better read that. Because if the lights go out, everything is right here. If the lights go out, you need to read this. I kept saying, what is 1 second after? I've heard of it, but I've never read it. Is it a movie? No, Led, it's a book. You got to go get it. Everybody need to go grab that. I got the trilogy 1 year after. And then it's the final day. So here's my point, y'all. That just came today. Literally, when I got home, I grabbed my package off the porch. That's why, look how crispy they are. I haven't even opened them yet. I just took them out of the pack before this live stream. So I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for suggesting that I need to go get these books before they're all sold out, because they're like blueprints. Okay. So I'm going to put these books in the link. I'm the same link that I clicked on. I'm going to put in a link for y'all so you can just click on it. Okay. All right. Let's see what we're saying in the chat. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being in here tonight, because I could not believe that this is happening. I just told my wife before she left, I said, I just got through saying this. I just kept saying this. I said, listen, I did a whole 2-hour live stream about this right here. Not even 2 days ago. And here we are. Communications are down. So okay, I'm gonna ask y'all now. They say Verizon is down. I got 2 questions. Number 1, is any other service provider down? And my second question is, have they confirmed if it's a cyber attack or not? Let me see. They had AT&T down too. Okay. Thank you, Larry Wiggins. Thank you, Flashlights. All right. Bugman says, I have AT&T, is fine. Okay. Brooklyn says, I heard it was a cyber attack. Okay. All right. The Nina says T-Mobile is working fine. Okay. All right. Let's see. Douglas says T-Mobile up in Houston. Okay. All right. That's good to hear. What is that? They said, let me see. They did say it's not a cyber attack. Verizon said it. Okay. The Nina says, but it was down for a little. Okay. T-Mock says, has anyone had their service restored from the SOS state? Nope. Look. Let me see if I can show y'all without giving y'all too much information. Okay. Look. Wait a minute. I can't make this up. It's up. It's up. It's up. It's gone, y'all. I'm looking at my phone and it vibrated and I picked, wait a minute. Nope, wait a minute. It's playing, it's going back and forth. Okay, look. Up, nope, look. What I say? It's going back and forth. It's going back and forth. You see it? 1 minute it say I got some, then it say 5G, then it get 1 bar, then it's back to SOS. I knew I wasn't tripping. Y'all. It's still down. Let me see. Okay, Miss Beautiful said it's not up. Sir, mine is displaying the same thing. Say your power is on. Yes, my power is on. Say I'm in Philly, no service. Go back, forth, SOS. Yep. Mine doing it too. Can y'all please not talk in caps for me? Please. It throws the system off. So mine was in SOS state until about 3:30. Go check it again. Who was that? Lisa. Go check it again and see if it's in the SOS state, because now they going back and forth. Mine is back in the SOS state. No matter what. Look at that. Back in SOS. Let me see. Why would it just be Verizon though? Who knows? But the reason why is it a cyber attack? I don't know, DJ. That's what we're trying to figure out. I was hoping somebody would have more information than I have. Let me see. Says Lala says still down in Georgia. I'm a nurse who works on call, and my hospital had to issue us pagers before we left today. Ooh, that's messed up. Let me see. It's the biggest network they got. That's right. The most towers. Verizon is. But let me tell you something about those cellular data CBs, those satellite phones. They use all cellular towers, all of them. So say they still have pagers in the hospitals. Yes, that's not an old thing in the hospital. Let me see. News. Okay. Who says this? I can't pronounce your name. It says news says it's a technical issue, not a cyber attack. You know something? I'm gonna tell you something I said the other day. I'm not listening to that. Yeah. Now, here's the thing I said the other day in my video, man. I'm taking the news with a grain of salt. I'm not listening to the news like that. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing the media like I do my crazy old uncle. I listen to what my crazy uncle say. Now, this is the true story. This is my real life. I listen to my crazy uncle because he's so crazy that you don't know if he's bullshitting you or telling the truth. You don't know if he's just making you do something crazy so he can laugh, or he's telling you the truth on what to watch out for. That's how I treat the news. I treat the news like my crazy old uncle. I listen and I filter it. If it make a little bit of sense, I will listen a little longer. But the news is not on our side. They are not, the media is not on our side. I listen to content creators on social media platforms more than I listen to the news, because they're not getting paid to lie to you. So the content creators on like YouTube, I don't do TikTok, but the content creators on social media, they giving you the truth, where media, they're being paid off to lie to you. So I take everything the media says with a grain of salt. Right? Let me see. Dashing says, why is my home internet works, but not the cell? Project Mockingbird about the media. Well, no, we ain't got to take it that far. The realization of that is your internet provider may be different. Ooh, you just made me think of something. Mockingbird, is your internet provider also your cell phone provider? I'm listening, y'all. Is your internet provider for your house? Are you have Verizon for your internet too? And the internet is working, but not the cellular? Oh my God. So lyric, you're saying, and Sherry, okay, you didn't leave, did you? So y'all saying y'all have Verizon internet service and the phone, but the internet is working, but the cellular is off. Man, that's crazy. Home internet is with the electric company. Okay. Let me see. Verizon 5G home works on a different system than the cellular. Okay, thank you for that, Prepper Black, because I was tripping there for a minute. Hungry says the books will scare the normalcy out of you. That's what I hope. I want everybody to go get these books so we can all have a book reading. We can all talk about this. I bring this up on a StreamYard and we all come in and talk about it. Right? Said my Verizon internet is working, but not on the phone. Who is this? The Viro says the cellular is not off. The pickup signal is being interrupted. Salt says I have Verizon Wi-Fi. At least that's working here in Houston. Wow, man, this is all the way across the whole country. Because I'm on the very tip of the East Coast right now. Say can watch YouTube, but can't text or email on what? Can watch YouTube, but can text but can't text or email on Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah, because I can't talk on the phone. I can't do nothing on it. Let me see. I didn't say who owns Verizon and how they're affected by this. My point was, that's the thing. You don't know what else they do. Verizon just don't sell phones. And my point was, in that saying was, just like everybody keep thinking that the place where you can go to the fun park to see the mouse, they think all they do is make cartoons. No, they do not. Right? Yes, nationwide. Yes, it is. The medical record system, let me see. Daughter says, the medical record systems we use for work was down today, also nationwide outage. And that's the other thing. That's what I wanted to touch on right there. Thank you for that, daughter of the king. Is Verizon, you know how many people, let me tighten y'all up on something. Most companies, most major companies use Verizon network and they use Apple. most. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Most major companies use Apple and they use Verizon. So those companies they're all going to have problems. They're all going to go down if that's what they use. Say, why is it you can steal FaceTime? Because that's your FaceTime uses your internet service. No, that don't make no sense. Yeah. When you at home, you can only FaceTime while you at home where your router is. Can anybody on the Verizon network, can anybody FaceTime away from home? Because I tried to do it today, it didn't work. Okay, I can use Messenger to call away from home. All right, emergency call only, no data or calls. No, not away from home. Okay. Charlotte, North Carolina says phone is still in SOS mode. So let me check mine again. Yep. Mine is still in SOS. So everything has been working just fine in Phoenix, Arizona. If you have the Verizon network and on your phone, if you have not left home today, you think everything is going around. Go around the corner and watch what happened to your phone. You say not the whole country. I beg to differ because we've just had everybody in here from California to Houston and all up north. So please tell me why you say not all of that's enough to me. It's touching all four corners of the United States of America. 1.5 million people without service. This is insane. Said Florida is on SOS. Said this is impacting millions, maybe tens of millions across the country. Absolutely. You text people, message iPhones only. Say I just came from the store and it worked just fine. I don't. You know what? I think I know. I think I know, everybody. I think I know why your phone may be working while you in the store. While you're in the store, hey, get this. While you're in the store, if you go to those stores on a regular basis, do you know one time or another, or your phone may be, I can't make this up. When I used to be on TikTok, the only good thing I got off of TikTok was this young lady saying how to cut different things off on your phone. Inside your phone, if you have, I don't care whether it's an Apple or Android, on your cell phone, in the settings, go in the settings on your phone, and you have a whole bunch of settings turned on that when you go into a grocery store or Walmart or whatever, your phone instantly starts using their Wi-Fi. You don't even know it. Did y'all know that? You start instantly using that store's Wi-Fi if you don't turn those things off. And this young lady, years ago, it's been about 2 years or so now that I saw that. And I was like, that's crazy. She said, because what it does is as soon as you go into the parking lot, it switches, meaning like you may not even have your phone might still be in your pocket. You might be talking to your best friend or whatever. You don't even see it switch over, right? So you don't know that you're on Walmart's using Walmart or McDonald's Wi-Fi now, so they can track you. So the reason why I turned all of mine off is because she said, while you're in that store, you don't have to buy nothing. Your phone is following you down each and every aisle. So everything that you're scanning, checking prices and everything else, your phone is remembering that and trying to sell you this stuff, right? You ain't have to buy anything. If you're talking on the phone in these stores, I'm telling you what this girl told me. And once I cut that switch off, it really worked. Look, while you're going through the store like this, you're on the phone or whatever have you. Look, your camera is picking up everything around you. Your camera is actually seeing the aisles that you're going down. So every time let's just say every time I go in Walmart, I go to the hunting section. I'm looking at firearms, I'm looking at knives, I'm looking at ammo, I'm looking at hunting gear and deer corn. Guess what's in my phone now? Everything, every aisle I went down, I didn't touch anything. I was just on the phone talking to my wife. My camera is watching everything I'm doing. So now, if I cut on YouTube, my ad, the commercial in the ad is going to be about deer corn or the best products to buy or the best sporting gear store where I can buy the best prices on firearms, the best place to buy a doggone barbecue grill. So when I heard that young lady say that, I was curious. I went in my phone and every last switch that she said was on, it was on. I cut all of that stuff off. And it's about, man, I ain't gonna lie, it gotta be about 10 of those little switches that's automatically on when you get your phone, those tracking, all of it. What you don't know is you're giving all of these stores, look, you're driving down the street. Your phone is in your phone cradle like this, right? So your phone is like, hopefully your phone is in the cradle and not in your hand. Your phone is in your cradle. Your camera is looking at everything you pass, every store you pass, every street you pass, everything. So your phone is bringing in that information so it can sell it to you. So go into your settings and turn, I wish I could tell you the exact stuff to cut off. Turn all of that stuff off. And you're going to see an instant difference in what your phone starts showing you. Just because you went down the aisle with the ice cream, you're not going to get ice cream ads anymore. If you cut that off, I promise you, that's right. Somebody said, the mic. Let me tell you something that you don't know. Well, I ain't gonna say you don't know, but you probably might not know because I sure didn't. Your phone comes from the factory giving everything and every app permission to do whatever it wants to do with the information that you download on that phone. Did you know that? You give it permission to use the microphone. You give it permission to use the camera. You give it permission to use all of this. So it collects all of our data. The reason why we're talking about this, because this is the reality that we're in. I just got through talking about this 2 days ago. You don't think that stuff is on your phone. Go in there. It's going to scare you is what it's going to do. Turn all of that off. It's tracking you, it tell you every place you went today. It tell you the direction you went. You stopped at the gas station. You was at the gas station for 15 minutes getting fuel. You went over to Walmart buying a bunch of stuff you ain't got no business eating. You went over here. You look in your phone. If you look at your tracking history, pull up your tracking history in your phone. And it's going to give you a map of where you've been. You can pick which day did you need it to show you. Pick up today. Where have I been today? It will show you everywhere you've been, how long you stayed in one spot or another. That's built into your phone. So I got information, I think it was yesterday. My brother sent me something about how things are being run now. That's why this phone stuff is like this. As far as we know, it might be another upgrade to just track us and control us. We don't know why the phones is down. But I wouldn't put it past they're upgrading something to track us and control us even more. My brother sent me something telling me about how the new system tracks all of us to the point of the prices change. When you go into the store, you see them new tags they got. How many people seen them electronic tags? They ain't the same little paper tags no more. They electronic tags. And as soon as you walk up to them, the price will change on you. Did you see that? Have you seen them? You go to scan it to check the price, it'll change according to what you always buy. If you, for instance, it's set up like this. If I always buy high-priced, high-end items, let's just say I always buy Air Jordans, $300 Air Jordans. I buy $400 tennis shoes all the time, right? Okay. Every time I go into a shoe store, the price will change just for me. It'll up that price because they know I'm stupid enough to pay that. And I'm going to tell you how I know it's real. My brother sent me that, and I told my actual real same mother brother sent me that. And I said, you know why that's real? Because I went to go purchase some deer corn last week for the pigs. The sign said $8.97 for the deer corn, right? $8.97 for 50-pound bag of corn. I'm buying that. As soon as I took my phone, because I always check it before I go all the way to the register, and scanned it, it said $9.97. I looked at the sign that it's under, and it said that brand deer corn 50-pound bag, $8.97. I scanned the barcode again, $9.97. Because it know now I'm always buying deer corn from that place. And I was like, maybe it was on sale, but deer corn ain't on sale. This is the price it is all the time. I asked the young lady while I'm back there, young lady, this deer corn, is this price for this? She said, yes, sir. We just loaded that up. I said, I know, because I was in here yesterday and y'all didn't have none. So this is the price. She said, yes. I said, well, every time I scan it, look what it's saying. It's saying $9.97 every time. She said, well, go up to the front and tell them if they got a problem, call back here. I go up to the front. I scan the deer corn, $9.97. So I told the cashier up there, call little Brenda back there. She said, call her because something is wrong. Ain't that crazy? That price changed for me because they know I'm going in there and I'm going to buy at least 4 bags of deer corn every time I go in. So if they can make an extra $4 off me, knowing I'm going to come here next week and do it again, another $4 off me. Now you take a $4 and you talk 4 times 52. What is that? 104, that's 208. $208. That's what is that? $416 they'll get out of me out of the end of the year if I buy that every week. 4 bags every single week for a year, you're going to squeeze over $400 out of me, $416. They nickel and they sneaky and nickel and diamond us to death because of this technology. That, you know what, you got something there, Roy. Roy, you got something. Pay cash. But I'm gonna say something about paying cash. Let's get something right. Let's get something right. No, that ain't nothing about no my color or my skin. This is everybody. That's everybody. I'm telling you. Hey, dig this. Roy, you say pay cash. You know why that's a problem now? Man, everybody ain't taking cash no more. Have y'all noticed that? Have you noticed that if you go try to pay a bill with cash, they give you a charge? They charge you. If you pay, you got cold, hard American cash in your hand. If they say that if you pay with cash, we're going to charge you a processing fee. Look, I go to the DMV to get new tags for my car. You better not go in there with no cash. If you go into the DMV with cash, they're going to make you pay a penalty. Processing fee for giving them cash. You would think it would. Do y'all remember? It used to be the other way around. If you paid with a credit card or a debit card, they made you pay a fee, a processing fee. But now it's the other way around. If you pay with cash, anything with cash, it's a processing fee in there. Chris says Verizon working fine in New York City, listening while driving. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Who else in New York and they stuff they Verizon working? Let me check mine again. Nope, I'm still on SOS. So I went to Nashville for a weekend and no business accepted cash. Absolutely. Look, I was in Florida. What was that, 2 years ago? Do y'all remember I was in Florida by myself, right? Because I was on a business mission. Went to go stay in a hotel. They don't accept cash. This little hotel is close to the Mickey Mouse place in Orlando, did not accept cash. The lady told me, which she didn't know I had a card, but she said you can go across the street and purchase one of those temporary debit cards, from Walmart or something. You can buy a Visa with cash and use that Visa card to come back and rent a room. I said, what? I can't make this up. If you notice something, when you go into Walmart now, or any store, you can go into Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, that big old giant rack of those temporary Visa and MasterCards that you can, you download money to them. They got them everywhere now. Everywhere. Any store you go in got those downloadable Visa and MasterCard, credit card, debit cards. So you can upload some money, but you got to use that card to do real life stuff. They won't let you use your cash. It's crazy. And each one of those cards, guess what it is? When you purchase one of those cards, there's a processing fee with every purchase that you do with one of those temporary MasterCards and Visas that you get from Home Depot, Walmart, that's on a little rack. There's a processing fee. If you want to take some money out of your account, they're going to charge you a processing fee for that too. So Listen, y'all, I've been on here long enough. I just wanted to make sure all I wanted to do was let everybody know everything I said was right. Everything I said was going to happen, happened, didn't it? I told you. Get you another form of communication. Get you another form of communication. Let me tone it down. Listen to me close, please. Go store up and stock up your water. Go store up and stock up your food. Go find other sources of communication. Get with your family and make a bug out plan, a meetup plan, a communications plan. Get with all of your family members and come up with a master plan. Get together and come up with a meeting spot. Where are we bugging out to if we are all to get lost and can't meet up? Where are we going to meet up at? What's the plan? What kind of shelter are we going to have? I can't make this up, man. God is my witness. I feel like just taking you through my house and showing you what I just did in just one day. Let me tell you something. As soon as I got home, I filled up these water jugs. You know what then I did? Went out to my shed and grabbed a tent. Grabbed a tent, and it's right here ready to get loaded up in my truck. Just little stuff that I'm like, just to show you, I just don't be talking garbage, right? Man, I'll be doing this for me, and I hope that it will help you. But I do this every day. My wife like, what you about to do with this tent and this tarp? I said, I'm about to load it up in the truck. Well, yeah, get this out the living room. Okay. I can't make this up. God is my witness. What you filling up more water jugs for? Because we got tons of water. I don't want no water. Hey, honey, I don't want no water. I don't want no empty jugs sitting around the house. Fill them all up. Fill up all the water jugs. I don't want no empty vessels in this house. Period. Get your bug out bag together. Just be ready. That's all I got, man. I can't recommend a ham radio or anything. I can't recommend one. All I can say is you please go do your research, please, because what I got may not fit you. All right, or your situation. So Headshot says you heard of LoRa radio or Meshtastic? I've never heard of that. Have you ever heard of PocLink? Have you Headshot? Have you ever heard of PocLink? It's about the same as the LoRa and the Mesh Tech, I believe, where it's a cellular satellite network. It's like a network. Yeah, PocLink. PocKLink. Yes. PocLink. Yes. It touches all towers, no matter whether they're Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, all of them. How do you link with that? I'm going to do a video and just give y'all a little bit of information on it. Okay, I can't do a lot, but I can give you just a little bit of information on it, and then I'll let everybody else do the rest. Okay. Gina versus Gina. Gina versus Gina, my sister. It's good to see you in here. What did you miss? Whew. Verizon is down. The Verizon network is down, and we're trying to figure out, was it a cyber attack or not? But the Verizon network has been down all day. So we're talking about getting a plan, bugging out the whole shot. And you see Gina versus Gina. I'm sitting here babysitting at 1301. In that 19X. Batter Lily said it's not a cyber attack. How do you know, Batter Lily? We just trying to find out. I know what the news said. The news say a lot of stuff. Let's say that. That's why I'm like, man, I don't. Well, okay. If the news is saying it's not a cyber attack, what is it then if they know so much? Shay Goddess says, why don't we have a community that we could connect with on the ham radios? It's a good to have a connection. Absolutely it is. Yes, it is. Prepper Black says, lead emergency communication as open forum will be a good subject so we can share what we have. I would have to do it. You know what? I have one, but we don't do it publicly. We have a group that we don't do this stuff publicly. That's right. Soldier of the King says we have no idea. They don't want immediate panic at the moment. Absolutely. And see, that's the thing. Let me tell y'all something. This is how I think. I'm not going to say that this is factual, but I'm telling you, this is how I think. The public and civilians are always the last to know anything. Think about that. Why? Why are we always the last to know the truth about anything? Because people gonna act a fool. Think about it. They didn't tell us nothing in 2020. We all had to tell each other and talk to each other. They still never told us anything. Really? Come on, be honest. Why? Because as soon as it started squeaking out that what was wrong in 2020, people lost their ever-loving minds. Think about it. Now, even after a little information that we had, people still start acting crazy, right? Imagine if they would have told us the truth immediately. So get this. After we start learning the truth a little bit, people is fighting and shooting at each other because they don't want to wear a mask on their face. Some want to wear a mask. Some don't want to wear a mask. Some want to get poked. Some don't want to get poked. Some people stocking up their food and other people getting mad at them for stocking up the food because they said you hogging up all the damn food. People start losing their marbles just having to stay at home all day with their loved ones. If they would have told us the truth immediately upon it happening, can you imagine the chaos that would have ensued? Because remember now, let's remember something. We thought it was going to be the end of the world. It spread so fast. We thought that was about to be the end of the world. So imagine if you know or you think that it's about to be the end of all mankind existence. No holds barred. You ain't going to listen to the law. You ain't going to listen to rules. You're going to be going in stores stealing. You're going to be going in there looting because you think I'm about to check out anyway. Let's be honest. If most people knew that you only had a week to live, you're going to be crashing out. You're not going to say, well, let me go and get me a good book and read me a good book for the next week until I meet the Father. No. It's going to be a whole bunch of weird stuff going on. Like that one dude said, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife. Because people going to be like, I can't go to jail if I'm about to be dead in a week. Right. People going to be racking up debt, buying all kind of stuff, balling out, crashing out. Everybody you can't stand, you're going to be doing, you're going to be driving by their homes. If you get what I'm saying, it will be a purge. So they're not going to ever tell you the truth about anything. People gonna think they can get away with anything if they know they got a week to live. So that's why I don't believe anything they're saying. Oh, hey, do y'all remember when the dude knocked the power grid out about a year or two ago? Do y'all remember that? Some dude walked up to the power grid in North Carolina and knocked out the lights for 2 weeks. Do y'all remember that? How many people remember that? Some dude just walked up to the power grid in North Carolina and knocked the lights out for South Carolina and North Carolina for 2 weeks. I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah, physically, he walked up to it. They got him on camera. Okay. Let's think about that for a minute. What do we know about that dude? Nothing. Nothing at all. We still don't know who did it, why they did it, where they at, why aren't we still investigating, and why didn't we catch him? The news kept saying they're not sure what happened. They're not sure. And then, but while everybody done been pooping in a bucket for a good 4 days, they finally came out and said they had a few surveillance cameras to caught some dude busting up the power grid. But you never heard nothing else. They gave us tidbits of information just to keep us sane. Now, let me say something else now. We're going to go down conspiracy theory alley real quick, okay? We're going to go down conspiracy theory alley just for a second. When they finally told us that it was a dude that jumped out and hit the power grid and knocked the lights out for North Carolina, South Carolina, which always make me be like, that little power grid is what controls all of this? That's scary. But this is what I was thinking. Who says they didn't make that junk up? Who says they didn't just make that camera footage up and say some dude, one single ordinary dude, knocked out the power grid for North Carolina and South Carolina? Oh, you know what we did? We just started believing whatever the news says. Say, hey, some dude knocked the power grid out. I guess they on the lookout for him. We believe that. So, yeah, I'm not listening to anything. I'm just trying to pay attention to the facts and reality. Let me see. Okay, listen, y'all. We've been on here for an hour and a half. I want to say thank you to everybody watching. Thank you for everybody for supporting me. Thank you to everybody that was listening. And I'm going to put the live stream from day before yesterday up on this one because I told y'all to watch y'all butts because this was going to happen, didn't I? I told you. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know it was going to happen this soon. But I told you so. I told you this was going to happen. Way sooner than I thought. But I told you it's going to happen. So everybody, go store up some water, store up some food, go load up your protection, get your shelter together, get you a bug out bag together, something that you're ready to go with. Go fill your tanks of your car up with gasoline, have a full tank. You want to hook your trailer onto the back of your truck and leave it on there for some reason? I'm just saying. All right? That's all I'm saying. Everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And, man, be safe out there. All right? With that being said, well, let me check my phone one last time before I go. Nope. SOS band. SOS. Everybody, be safe out there. All right? Lead Farmer 73. If you have any information whatsoever, put it in the comment section below. All right, because everybody needs to get updated. If my phone and my service come back on, I'll make sure I put it in the chat and let y'all know. All right, but I'm also put these books in the description box because I think we all need to be reading that. All right, Lead Farmer 73. I love y'all. Be safe. and I'm out as soon as I find out how to get out of here. I don't use the computer very often. Everybody stay safe, stay blessed. All right, peace.